Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for September the 7th. I am going to be pulling one card for overall energy. After that, I'll pull one card for each zodiac sign, and we'll see how those predictions pan out for everyone. So let's take a peek. By the way, share this with people that you know would appreciate it, if you will. Overall energy is the Ace of Arrows coming up in reverse. Ace of Arrows in reverse talks about this idea of waiting on word of something. We have sent out some kind of communication. Now we're waiting for that response to come back to us. This can be that we've sent out resumes. We could have sent a text message. We could have sent an email. We could have left a voicemail, but there's something where we have initiated some type of communication. We're waiting on a response. Okay, so waiting on the response is basically what we've got going on here. Let's see what area of life this shows up in for everyone as we go through the zodiac. Aries, where are you waiting for your response? You're waiting for your response from somebody who I really feel like for a lot of you, this is going to be a mother figure, maybe a baby mama, maybe your mama. But for a lot of you, this is going to be a mother figure, Aries, that you're waiting on a response from. General personality of this person is going to be somebody who is very sensitive to the feelings of others around them, and also is very generous, very supportive, very uplifting, very generous with what they have. This is not the Queen of Pentacles. They may not have just everything they want, but they're generous with what they have. And they like to see people do well and feel well. So, this is the type of personality that you're waiting to hear back from, Aries and Taurus. Three of Stones or creativity. Boop-a-doo-doo-doo. I think you have an idea about some kind of collaboration that you would like to do with somebody, or maybe you just have questions about it. Maybe it's already planned, but you've sent out some kind of communication about this. Now you're just waiting to hear back. Gemini. This might be a fast video today, just because it's kind of cut and dried so far. King of Vessels showing up in reverse. Geminis, you're waiting to hear back from somebody who I think that you're pretty aware they can be emotionally manipulative. They can be a little bit moody themselves. And so you have said something to them in one way or another, communicated something to them, maybe I should say. Now you're waiting to see what kind of response are they going to give you back. Cancer. Empowerment card showing up in reverse. What is going on here for Cancer? Sending out communication. Some of you may be reaching out to like psychologists or counselors or something, maybe even life coaches. Some of you may be reaching out, waiting to hear, when can I have an appointment? Can I work with you? That type of thing could be coming up. I feel like you're reaching out to somebody talking about this idea that you're not feeling like your normal self. You're not feeling up to snuff mentally and emotionally. And for some of you, maybe this is more of a physical thing. So you may be reaching out to a doctor, something along those lines. Next up, we're looking at Leos. Remember, this is a general reading. So I do try to keep it a little bit more open. I try not to go too specific here. That way people can recognize when their prediction comes in. All right, so where were we? This is Leo, Green Man. Okay, so Leos, this tells me that you're waiting on some communication from somebody who has some influence in your life. This could be the patriarch of the family. This could be a boss or a supervisor at work. This could be a landlord or a mortgage broker, but somebody who has some kind of authority in your life, some kind of influence in your life. You've reached out to them with some kind of communication, waiting to hear back today. Next up, we're looking at Virgo. Stag card in reverse. Virgo, you have reached out to somebody that you know is corrupt. Doesn't even have to be high level corruption, but you've reached out to somebody that you know does not really, shoot from the hip. And so you're waiting to hear back what they will have to say after you reach out to them. Interesting. Somebody who they have leadership responsibility, but they take advantage of it or use that. Okay, so they may be somebody who is open to, maybe they're open to bribery, or maybe they are, they let the truth be a little bit loose and wiggly, to where maybe you wouldn't recognize it by the time they get through with it, type of thing. All right, somebody like that. Somebody corrupt. Corrupt is the best way to say it. All right, Libra, let's look at you guys. Libra. Four of Stones showing up here. Hmm. Libra, I think you're reaching out to somebody about something having to do with home or with shelter. Maybe not your home. Maybe this would be like reserving a hotel or reserving a reception hall, something like that. But I think you are, maybe this is to a mortgage broker. Maybe this is out to a friend who's going to let you crash on their couch when you come to visit in the area. But I just get strong vibes of home or shelter here. So I think you're waiting on some kind of word about home or shelter. Oop-a-da-doo, Scorpio, Scorpio. Stoked. Page of Bows coming up here, Scorpios. Hmm. What do we have here? I think we're making an offer to a little one here. And when I say a little one, that's my way of saying child. I used to have a teacher. She was not my teacher. She was several grades ahead of where I was before she retired. But she used to teach sixth grade when I was like in about second or third grade. And she never called children children or kids. She always called them little people or little ones. And so I kind of picked that up from her. I think it's a lot more respectful to recognize that, children are little people. They're still people, they're just littler. And I think we kind of forget that sometimes. Anyway, I think we may be reaching out to a little one and sort of waiting to see what their response is going to be today. Next up, we're looking at Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Six of Bows showing up in reverse. Sagittarius, you're looking to increase your sense of abundance. And I think that's what your communication is about. And I think you're waiting to hear back about how that can happen. This can be anything from, can you raise my limit on my credit card, to applying for a new credit card, to applying for a new job, all kinds of ways that this can come in. Maybe you're applying to be an affiliate marketer with a company, all kinds of ways this can come in, but you're looking to increase your sense of abundance and you're waiting to hear back from somebody about that. That's Sagittarius. Next up is Capricorn. Knight of Bows. All right. What's going on here? Capricorns. I think that there's some kind of joking communication, in some cases flirtatious communication, but not all, but lighthearted communication that you've kind of extended to somebody else. Now you're kind of waiting to see if they're gonna, pick up that baton and bring the conversation back with something as well. Kind of testing the waters with them, really, to see how open and receptive they are to something lighthearted as far as communication from you. That's Capricorn. Hmm. Interesting. Next up, let's look at Aquarius. Ace of Stones. Some kind of new beginning financially, or some kind of new beginning with health that you are looking to hear back from. So, Aquarius, some of you could have taken some kind of health test. Now you're waiting to hear back the results. You could be, it could be that you've invested in something and you're waiting to hear back. How is this investment going? But waiting to hear about something new that you've started to help with your sense of security in the 3D world. Next up, we're looking at Pisces. Pisces, Pisces. You got an appropriate card for you. You've got the moon on water in reverse. So, moon on water, there's a lot of potential that's not been tapped into yet, Pisces. And I think that's what you're communicating about to somebody is about this idea of, hey, let's start tapping into some of the stuff that we really haven't touched yet. Let's start making good use of this. And you're just waiting to hear back from the other person to see, what they have to say about that. So that's what we have for the day. Everybody, thank you so much for being here and hanging out, spending some of your precious, precious time with me. I do appreciate it. I am going to be doing readings and Reiki sessions later on today. All you have to do is just get in touch with me, either by phone or by text, is what I notice first. And you can find that phone number on my website right there in the corner. Also, I am available on Skype and Telegram and WhatsApp. So I'm pretty easy to get a hold of. All you have to do is get my phone number and then you've got me. Let's see, and then we'll get you scheduled and taken care of as quickly as possible. Of course, don't forget, you guys are my lovely sponsors here, so remember to put a thumbs up on this video, share it out to the world if you know somebody else who would benefit from it, and put some feedback down below in the comments. All of that stuff is greatly, greatly appreciated, whether you do a little bit of all of it or whether you do only one. It still is very much appreciated, so thank you very much. And everyone have a fantastic day. Peace out.